Everything Gypsy does is about control and controlling the narrative, and this is no different. Gypsy chose to participate in this scam with her mother and therefore was playing a sick child for I don't know how many years of her life. And therefore she lost any sort of identity development. So now she's like playing dress up with her life. Every persona is a survival tactic. Each new version is a distraction from the backlash that's catching up with her. This is called narcissistic supply cycling. When one version of herself stops getting the praise, she discards it like a Halloween costume in November. But let's be honest, the constant "I'm leaving social media" announcements, that's not a boundary, that's bait. It's a test to see who is going to beg her to stay. It's not about healing, it's about strategy. She has rebranded herself yet again. Shocker. One week she's an anti-bullying advocate, the next mommy vlogger, the next makeup artist, the next a fitness influencer, and now she's selling art on Etsy. So what's really going on? Why can't Gypsy just pick a lane? And why every time she leaves social media, she's back within days with a whole new personality? Since getting out, she's cycled through more careers and identities than the Kardashians have assistants. Well, let's run through the list. Influencer, fitness girly, mommy blogger, author, artist, hairstylist, anti-bullying advocate, TV personality. And let's not forget when she tried to be normal, going out and partying for like a week or 2 weeks. This is not self-discovery, you guys. It's like brand whiplash. And everyone on the internet is getting a crick in their neck. But here's the kicker. Gypsy is not really giving any of these personas time to really actually work. It's because she's not trying to build an identity. She's hunting for applause. She's not planting seeds. She's throwing spaghetti at the algorithm to see what sticks. And the minute she doesn't get that instant admiration, that dopamine hit, the mask drops. She can't sit through the discomfort long enough to build trust or let people actually connect with her, because that would require honesty and vulnerability, consistency, and that's not her brand. She's not evolving, she's cycling. She's searching for that same attention that she got as the sick child, but none of these grown-up roles come with the same sympathy perks. So she keeps switching, hoping one will finally stick like that old identity did. It's all just one big PR pivot designed to keep her admired but unaccountable. But here's why all of this matters. When someone reinvents themselves this much, they're not being transparent. They're being slippery. If everything is a performance, how do you hold someone accountable? Spoiler, you can't. And she knows that. And when the truth threatens her fantasy, she doesn't own it. She just gets off the internet and rebrands. Gypsy Rose is not figuring herself out. She's reinventing herself just enough to keep the sympathy rolling and the spotlight warm. Because every new persona is potential supply. Maybe if I'm a fitness girl, people will admire my transformation. She didn't even give it long enough for anyone to actually see a transformation. She heard everyone asking how she lost all the weight and just immediately decided to show us some fake routine that she was doing. We all know that she's not working out. It was clear in the show that she was not eating. That's how she was able to lose all the weight. She was basically starving herself while she was pregnant. Because the thing that Gypsy fears the most is irrelevance. Because that to her is like emotional starvation. And the reason why each one of these identities continues to flop is because it's not authentic. It's all performative. And the second she doesn't get the response she's chasing, delete, rebrand, repeat. Gypsy was trained by herself and her mom, and attention is survival, and admiration with performance. She was constantly doted on, adored, admired, and validated. Every time she went out somewhere, her and her mom, people were always coming up to Gypsy and telling her how they admired her so much. You know, she had been through this and that. She got praise, she got free stuff, she got TV spots. People were constantly helping both of them out. And now, since she can no longer use that role because she's basically lied to everyone and said, oh, I was never sick, my mom had Munchausen syndrome by proxy, she's scrambling trying to earn that same admiration and praise, and nothing has worked. Each persona is just another psychological costume in her quest for that old high that she got whenever she was out and about being that sick child. But let me know in the comments which version of Gypsy you think we're gonna get next, because something is gonna happen. More emails are going to come out because people are still reading them. I personally do not have the time to do it and would love for somebody to help me go through them. But I personally don't have the time to read through all of the emails, but more emails are coming out. So when more emails come out and this whole entire artist era fades, what do you think she's gonna leave the internet and come back with next? My money is on Reiki healer, tarot card reader, energy healer, something along those lines, because she is hanging out with the woo-woo bestie, right? And didn't the woo-woo bestie do tarot? So maybe the woo-woo bestie can teach Gypsy a thing or two about tarot reading, and she'll come back trying to sell tarot readings to her audience. I'm also very curious to see if anyone actually bought her art, because it did come across as, hey, I'm looking for a quick scheme in order to make money really quickly. They must need to pay something, and this was a way for her to make money fast. I mean, it's your money. Spend your money on what you want to spend your money on. I personally would not spend my money or support a murderer at all, but you can do whatever you want with your money. In my opinion, the art, there's no quality to that, and I would not purchase art that didn't have any quality to it. I mean, it looks like she just threw paint across a canvas and, called it art. There was literally no effort put into it at all. But that's what she's known for, doing literally nothing and heaping a huge reward. That's what she's used to. She's used to not having to put any effort into anything and being able to get what she wants. And it doesn't seem like it's working, which is fantastic, because nobody here on earth just gets to receive things without putting any effort in. I mean, if that was true, I'd love to just, sit back and receive with little to no effort or energy put into anything. She switched her pages was because her Blown Beauty art page was not getting the kind of attention that she wanted. So she figured, let me tell everybody that this is my page and see if that changes. I think she got maybe 300 more likes on her page on Facebook after she announced that it was actually her. And it looks like a lot of people are actually unfollowing her now that they know that it's Blown Beauty art and not Gypsy Rose. So I do think that more people are going to unfollow her, because you can't trick your audience into liking your art page when that's not what they originally started following you for. But again, let me know what you think is coming next, because we already know that there's another persona right around the corner. And if you like videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to follow, comment, save, and share the video. I'll see you in the next one.